Hi everybody. Today I'm going to take a little tour, just a little short driving tour to look at some foliage and maybe a few old covered bridges. And we're going to do that in Somerset County, Pennsylvania. So I'll take you along for the ride, and I'll interject some photos along the way that I stop and take. And Emmy's going along with me, so she's going to have fun too, and I'm going to have some puppy pictures. Okay, hope you all enjoy. See you in a bit. I thought I'd give you a little footage of the drive along the way until we get to our first stop in our tour. And that will be the Somerset Historical Society in Somerset. And right now I'm just traveling on Route 219, headed south. And the scenery is quite pretty down through here. Emmy, she's not sure what to think. She's sleeping on the seat beside me. She'll be excited when we get to where we're going, to the different places, and she gets to go out and walk around. So I really like driving around and doing this kind of stuff, like I said in my previous video. And we sure would be doing a lot more of it if we had our old gas prices back. But we won't go into that again. I can get stuck on that subject, and we don't want to go there today. This is just a beautiful day. This is Sunday, and it's just a beautiful day. I think it's going to be nice weather tomorrow too, and then we're going to have a few days of yucky, rainy mixed with a little bit of light snowflakes, I think the forecast says. I'm not ready for all of that yet, but I guess it doesn't matter. When Mother Nature's ready, she's ready. So, okay, well, I'll turn this off for a bit, and we'll be back when we get out to our first stop. We are about a mile away from our first stop at the Somerset Historical Society. And this is going to be fun because I've never been to any of these places we're going today, even though I grew up here in Western PA. Kind of funny, isn't it? You go all over the country and visit all kinds of things and don't know what's in your backyard. So, it's just a little bit right up the road here. We're, I think, about a half a mile away now. It's just a beautiful day. Alright, we're coming up on it very soon. I was going to leave early this morning, but I kind of overslept a little bit, and then until I feed all the animals and the kids and everything else. It's I was running late, so all right, well, here we are. We're gonna turn in here, and then I guess we're just gonna walk around and see what we can see here. Sure looks pretty. Oh, there's a real pretty covered bridge down there. Now I wonder if we can drive down there. Let me see. Might have to walk. I want to check and make sure that dogs are allowed here, because you know some places have a rule about that, and I don't want to have somebody come and tell me I have to leave. Okay, I can take her. It says pets are allowed on a leash and the grounds are open from sunrise to sunset. Awesome. Okay. All right. I think we're going to go down and check out the grounds, because the building itself inside, I guess they have a little museum in there, but it's closed today. So we are just going to walk around. That's what we'll do. Okay. All right, let me find a good place to park here. Okay, we'll be back with you in a minute. So I'm gonna let Emmy do a little sniffing around here, and then we're gonna go exploring. This is just beautiful. Look how pretty. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna walk down here and see what these structures look like. And there's a covered bridge down here I want to go down and see and take some pictures of. So the grounds here are really beautiful. It's just really scenic and pretty. And over here, that looks like an old farmhouse and little barn area right there. I'll check it out when I get back over on that side. But this is just beautiful. Oh, I think we're gonna have a great time today. All right, we want to go see the bridge. So we're gonna walk over there and check it out, because it's over there, a little covered bridge. So here we are at this little covered bridge. It's really beautiful. It must be old as the hills. I thought they might have a plaque here explaining how old it was and such, but there isn't. Pretty nice. Really interesting. There is a little sign here. Oh, it's just a directional sign. It says to the cider press and sugar camp. So we'll just take a walk over here and see what that may be. Wow, this is really cool. Emmy thinks it's cool too. She's having fun just exploring. Looks like a little camp back here of some type. Oh, very interesting. That's pretty neat. All right. Well, come on, Emmy child. Let's go back this way. And we're gonna go up and check out that old house and maybe get a picture of that. Okay, well that was fun. Now we're on our way to our next stop, which is stop number 2. It'll be Laurel Hill State Park. I just want to drive around there and see the scenery and maybe take a few photos. See you when we get there. Let's go. Well, this scenery is pretty, so I thought I would let you see some of our drive. We have about 12 miles to our next stop. I think Emmy wants to chase the squirrels. We saw a whole bunch of squirrels back there by the covered bridge at the Historical Society. And she was very interested. She wanted to run after them and play, but I said, no, you can't chase the squirrels today, little girl. Only when you're at home. So she wasn't happy about that at all. This is a nice scenic little road. I think I've been on it once before, but it's been a while. Alright, we'll be back in a few. Rural Pennsylvania is very pretty. I could just drive around all day and look at farms and farmland and the landscape. They sure have a lot of stop signs out here on this road in the middle of nowhere, but oh, that's okay. Poor Emmy, she's getting nervous. She saw a sign back there that said Humane Society this way. And she thinks I'm taking her to the pound. Poor baby. Not today, sweetie pie. Not today. Not ever. I should have never taught her how to read. Oh, she's so cute. We're going to make a left here. Okay. Let's go this way. All right, we'll be back in a few. We'll be turning off onto another road up here shortly. I just love the scenery out through here. So pretty. Lots of cows off to the left over there. Emmy's very interested in them. Guess we're going to be turning off right down here. This is Route 31 West that we're on now. We're going to be turning off onto this road down here, and then we'll have 2 miles to our second destination, which is Laurel Hill State Park. Pretty busy out here today. Must be a nice campground back here. Alright. like all the way back here. I'll just leave the camera on. I can't leave it on for too long. I have to do these in little clips because I have it in 4K and the camera heats up. It's on my phone, which takes pretty good video. But if I leave it on for more than a few minutes at a time, it gets hot. So I'll try to leave it on. There's Pioneer Park Campground. Looks like a nice little campground back in there. Has a lake and everything. That's pretty neat. I think Emmy has to go potty. She's bugging me. We'll be there in about a mile, baby girl. Yeah, I know. Maybe go potty and get a drink of water. This is a nice little drive. I'm liking it. Not far now. I really should have brought my SUV tent and all three of the kids and came down here somewhere and went camping this summer. And unfortunately, it's getting a little too cold for me to go camping now in a tent because I'm sure they wouldn't mind, but I don't think I'd like it much. So we're gonna maybe do that next summer, I think. You know, just find a place that's not too far from home. And I have this SUV tent that it hooks on to the back of your van or SUV, and it extends your van into your tent, which is going to be really cool. Oh, here's our destination here. Laurel Hill State Park. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to read that, but of course someone pulled in right behind me. Okay, well, we'll just drive down in here and see where we go. Right? Okay, we just came by the park office. And I guess I'll just drive down here and see what's down here. I've never been to any of these places, as I mentioned before, so I'm getting to see it for the first time just as you are. If you like drives and nature and things, then this is pretty cool. Okay, they do have group tent camping here for anybody who would like to know that. You have to stop and get some kind of information about it at the park office. A lot of cars coming in and out of here. I think we're almost down here to something. I'm not sure what is down here, but we're going to find out very shortly. Very shortly we will find out. Looks like some type of parking area. Let's see what's going to be down here. Laurel Hill Creek. Oh, that's pretty nice. They have trails. People down in the creek kayaking. I might have to turn around and go check that out. Pretty neat. Alright, we'll be back in a minute. This is just so beautiful with the weather and the scenery and everything. I didn't turn around because I just thought if I go back there to that creek and stop, I'm gonna run out of time today because we have some more destinations to get to. So I think I'm just gonna continue on here and see where it takes us on our way to our next planned destination. So I'll be back in a few. Okay, so we got out and explored just a little bit here. We found a little roadside pull-off, and we found a creek for Emmy to splash around in, and we took a short little walk, and now we're gonna get back on the road, and our next destination is a place called Coal Run Falls. Coal Run Falls. And let's go see what that looks like, shall we? Just a little more scenery on the way to the falls. I think Emmy's getting sleepy. We only have about 2 more miles to our next destination, according to the GPS. See you when we get there. So this is awesome. Now we're on a dirt and gravel road. Not many of these left around here anymore, so this is really cool. I love it. Oh, and there's somebody with a travel trailer. Looks like they have a little building built on the back of it. Cool. The road is not very bumpy, surprisingly. They must maintain this fairly well. It's a little washboardy in places, but not bad at all, really. This is just so pretty. Even more fun if I had another human to come along and enjoy it with me. But sometimes my sister goes, and that's always fun when she comes along. But I enjoy my Emmy girls' company too. And I'll have to take Hunter and Indy somewhere this coming week for a little ride somewhere, because they like to go too. It's just for things like this, it's pretty hard to handle all 3 of them outside. I mean, they're fairly well behaved, but it's much easier to do it with one at a time, because I just don't dare let Indy off the leash at all. And I keep the other 2 on a leash as well, but I don't worry as much if they get off the leash, because they will come to me, whereas Indy, he wants to just take off and explore, and he'll come to me when he feels like it, but not when I want him to, which is not good, you know. So, well, I think we're supposed to turn right here. Huh. Wow. See, like, we're out in the middle of the boonies, aren't we? Yeah, I think so. We are out in the middle of the boonies. But this ought to be interesting. I can't wait to see the falls. That'll be cool. Emmy should like that. She loves the water. We're almost there. I know it may seem on the video like I'm going fast, but I'm not. So now we're entering the Forbes State Forest. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Let me shut this off for a minute so I can reactivate it and it won't be too hot so I can film the falls. Back in a minute. So here's the falls. Emmy thinks it's pretty nice. Except she keeps getting tangled up in the in her leash. But I don't dare let her off the leash because she'd be up over the edge. We were up on the top, up there, and she wanted to go right over to the edge. I said, no, 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 little girl. Anyway, it comes down here, and then it drops down over here again too, and it goes way down there. Now, I'm not going to hike down there because getting down there is really steep. So, I don't just think I want to try that right now. Actually, she's pretty nice to hike with because I tell her to wait for Mom, and she waits for Mom. She's a pretty good girl. All right, kiddo. See, she's all tangled up. She has me all tangled up, right? Okay. Tell everybody, see you later. On to the next spot. Okay, so I wanted to show you going back up out of here to get up out of the falls area. I wanted to show you how she goes. Come on. Let's go up. Go slow. Hold on, baby. Wait for Mom. Ready? Good girl. Good girl. There's all kinds of rocks here to step on. But I'm also snake phobic, and I know rocks are good spots for that, so I have to watch where I'm walking. Good girl, Emmy. Come on. Okay, we're back up at the top again. We're going to go out to the car, and we'll see you on the way to our next destination. So our next stop's going to be a place called Lower Humbert Covered Bridge. So we're going to see what that looks like. All right, here's a little scenery coming out of here. We're still on the gravel road. Those falls were awesome. That was pretty cool. It wasn't very far off the road either. Maybe 150 yards. Maybe. I don't think it was even that far. Anyway, this is really beautiful back here. I just love this. All right. I'm going to turn this off and we'll be back with you when we get close to our next destination. You know, I just thought that this reminds me of that old John Denver song. Take me home, country road. Yeah, this is just awesome. Okay, later. Well, I guess we're going to be leaving this Forbes State Forest shortly. This has been a really nice, enjoyable drive so far. I could stay on back roads all day long. So we're going to have to make a turn up here in just a little bit. And I think at first Emmy didn't know what to think of all of this, but now she's getting into the groove. She's like, Mom, this is cool. Where are we going next? She said she might even pose for a picture for me. That would be nice. Most of the time I have to trick her to get just love this GPS. You know, they take you in all the back roads, and somehow I ended up at the top of some kind of ski area. Anyway, it's taken me the back roads, that's for sure. This is pretty cool. Wow. I think we're close to Seven Springs is what I'm kind of guessing. But then again, I don't know because I've never been here before.
Turn left toward Waldfrieden Street.
I'll just follow the GPS. She usually doesn't get me lost. Wow. The scenery up here is just really pretty. There's a lot of people out walking around and hiking and things like that. So I think I need to take a left here. I'm pretty sure of it, really. I think so. Yeah, pretty sure. Well, I'm back on a paved road. This is a lot of fun. I can't wait to see where we get to go next. Better put the windows up. You're probably getting a lot of air noise coming in through the windows. All right. I'll turn this back on when we get close to our next destination. So as it turns out, the GPS took me right up over the top of the Seven Springs ski resort. A lot of people probably recognize that, but I didn't because I've never been here and I don't ski. But that was really cool. So now we're on our way to our next place called Humbert, Lower Humbert Covered Bridge. And that's going to take probably another 25 minutes to get over there. So I'll give you a little bit of scenery here along the way while we're leaving the Seven Springs area. Then I'll have to turn my camera off. It overheated on me earlier. It shut itself off. And that's what it does if I run it too long with this video on 4K. But I like the quality of the video better, so I'll just piece it together when I get finished. This is just beautiful down here. I don't really have a time schedule, but I do sort of, because I only brought Emmy with me and my other two are at home, and my chickens and everybody has to be fed, you know, by a certain time every day. And so I am a little limited on my time, but it's okay. If I brought all three of the dogs with me, I could just not worry about it at all because the chickens have enough feed for the next day or so. But I do have to collect the eggs. So I guess we'll be going to this covered bridge and then on to Mount Davis, which they say is the highest elevation in Pennsylvania. And then that will be it for the day. So I'll be back with you in a few minutes. Looks Looks like we have some kind of malfunction down here with some farm equipment. They're trying to get off the road. Don't know what's going on. I'm kind of wondering if something come loose off off the trailer or the tractor. Something like that. Guess we'll find out in a minute. Okay, we're on our way again. Wasn't too long of a delay. But like the trailer that the tractor was towing had a flat tire and it was loaded, so I guess they needed a little bit of help. Okay.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Pennsylvania 281 South, Pennsylvania 653 West.
Okay. All right. Back with you in a few. We're getting closer. It's getting really scenic down here. Hills and valleys and a lot of color. For the covered bridge very shortly, because we're driving along the creek over here to the right. This is so beautiful. I think Emmy's sleepy. She's just kind of laying here, not doing much. I didn't think I could wear her out. Seconds. Okay, so here we are. We're coming right up to the covered bridge, and wow, it's really pretty. This is really cool. 3 tons. I think that means we can go over the bridge. That's really kind of neat. Okay. Look at this. So, this bridge is called Lower Humbert Bridge, built in 1891. Has a clearance of 8 feet. This is awesome. Wow. Really, really cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna turn around and go back out of here and park on the side because I think I'd like to get a few pictures in addition to this video. So, I think that's what we'll do. We'll just go back across the bridge again. Really, really neat. Okay, here we go. And I think little Emmy would like to get out and stretch her legs and take a little potty break, I think. That's what I think she would like to do. See if there's a place for us to pull over up here. Maybe, I don't know. Let's just back up. We'll just back up. Oh, I guess I should stop the video now. So that covered bridge was pretty cool, really. I've met 4 other people today that are taking this fall foliage tour. And it's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. So now we are going to our last destination, which is Mount Davis. And that'll take me about a half an hour to get over there. So I'll be back with you when we get there. Emmy wants to look out the window for a little bit, so I'll let her look out the window. She thinks it's kind of fun. She's having a good time here. Okay, we'll be back in a little while. Oh, that's a skinny underpass. The sign says yield to oncoming traffic, but you can't see it until you're there. That's kind of funny. Now we're crossing the Castleman River.
In 800 feet, turn left to stay on Fort Hill Road.
Okay, we will. Emmy is snoring in the seat beside me. I must have wore her out today. That's so funny. Like these back roads just go on and on and on forever. I just love it. I hope you all are enjoying the trip. A person that talks.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto High Point Road T330.
Okay. So sometimes there's quiet and you just get the scenery, because I'm not a person of a lot of words sometimes. But that's okay too.
Take the next left onto High Point Road T330.
Okay, we'll turn right here. I just love this GPS.
Continue on High Point Road for 4 miles.
All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, but this is just so pretty up through here. I had to bring you back for just a little bit more of this pretty scenery here. Every time I turn the camera off, there's something really pretty to see or interesting. is a 8-foot height limit and a 3-ton weight limit on that. But everywhere else, an RV could have gone. Just for anybody who's interested in that. Next summer, the kids and I are definitely going to pack the tent and go for a couple days at a time and just have fun right here in Pennsylvania. Oh yeah, I just realized I said you could take an RV everywhere I've been so far except for the covered bridge. But I forgot about that little skinny underpass I just went under a few minutes back. That only had an 8-foot clearance and it wasn't very wide. So I don't know about that.
Southeast on High Point Road T330 toward Mount Davis Road. Continue on High Point Road for half a mile.
There's a nice big lake over to the left of me here. And I can't turn my camera around the way it's mounted, but darn it. I'm going to get a different camera mount so I'm able to do that. Really pretty. Nice big lake. Okay, I just turned back into the state forest area for Mount Davis. And I guess we'll be there in just a few minutes. They have an observation tower up here, but I'm afraid of heights, so I don't think I'm going to climb up that. We'll see when we get up here what it looks like. I'll give you a maybe, but it's probably a doubtful maybe. What's that, Emmy? Oh, Emmy says, don't worry, Mom, I'll help you. Yeah, she'd like to help me with everything. She's such a good puppy. Boy, this sure is a beautiful area up here. People walking along. I think we're just about here. Alright, High Point, observation tower, and parking lot. Alright, let's go back in here and see what this looks like. I'm probably too chicken to climb up there, but guess we'll find out. Okay. Pulling in the parking lot. Oh, I think my battery's about to die. I better plug it in and charge it. Be back soon. So we're here at Mount Davis. I wonder if you can read that. It says it's 3,213 feet above sea level, and it's the highest point in Pennsylvania. The erosion-resistant sandstone at the surface belongs to the Pottsville group formed about 230 million years ago. These layers of sedimentary rock were pushed up as an upfold 200 million years ago during the upheaval called the Appalachian Revolution. Okay, if they say so. Anyway, there's an observation tower up here, and it's awfully high. I'm too chicken to go up there. I am not walking up there. Sorry, kids. I think there's a observation deck somewhere that I don't have to climb. We're gonna go check it out and see if we can find it. So we're just walking on a little trail here up at the top at Mount Davis. I thought they had a nice lookout deck where we could just walk over and look out and see the scenery. But apparently you have to climb that tower to do that. And number one, I don't want to take her up all those steps. And the main reason is I'm just too chicken to do it. Because I don't like high places. Okay, wait for me, baby. Alright. We'll see you in a bit. Well, I'm a little bit bummed out that I didn't get to see an expansive scenic view up there at the Mount Davis Tower. But that's okay. Maybe we'll see something on the way home. Because we're headed back home now. And I'm sure we still have some more scenic stuff to look at. Emmy's been such a good girl all day long. This is so cool. She's so pretty. Oh, there's a big sign. Mount Davis. Elevation 3,200 feet. Wonder if we can go back in there. Nope. Okay. I guess we could have, but I didn't really want to get out and go walking again because I'm starting to get a little bit tired too. Emmy's giving me little sneezies. You alright, honey? You okay? Yeah, you've had a long day, haven't you? She has had a long day. Yeah. I bet she's hungry too. They normally get fed their dinner between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. And so, well, it's going to be about 6 p.m. until we get home. So I imagine her brothers are going to be mad at me. They're probably already mad at me. It's alright. They'll get over it. And then my battery on my phone died. So I had to take a couple of the clips with my camera. My camera has better video capabilities. It's just that when I do it with my phone, it's much easier to edit and put together my movie. For some reason, my footage I take with my camera in 4K, it just bogs down my computer when I load the clips in to edit them and put them together into a video. So I guess that's probably because they're bigger files than what my phone takes. But you know, I'm not an electronics wizard, so I'm just guessing. If any of you know the reason for that, you can tell me. So, alright, well, we're just driving along here. I'm just going to let you watch this scenery now on the way home with me, and I'll just leave the phone on and the camera going until we get to where it starts getting hot, which is, in this mode, it's usually about 5 minutes. 5 or 6 minutes. And then I'll have to turn the camera off for a bit. But it's okay. Boy, this sure is pretty. This sure is beautiful. I think it's just passing peak color here in this area. Just about the end of the peak color. I'm glad I got down here today, though. And I did have to skip a few of the sites that were on this road trip tour. I'll put a link in the description of this video to the actual map of the tour. I skipped a bunch of them, though. I think there were nine stops, and I think we only did 4 or 5. But that was just because of time, for time reasons. So, but then that way you can look at the article and get the downloadable tour map if you want to check it out for yourself. So, oh my, look at this. Isn't this pretty? Oh yeah. Now I gotta turn here. Oh, how pretty. Okay. Well, I sure hope that you enjoyed riding along with us today. And I would like to take another ride maybe next weekend. It's going to depend. I would like to go to a county north of me, maybe Elk County or Potter County, somewhere up there. There's a few places up that way I'd like to go and see. It's just going to depend on weather and budget, whether we do that or not. But I'm sure glad that you came along with me today. It's a lot of fun. You know, in the winter, and I think I've mentioned this before in a video about some people don't get out as much in the winter time, and a lot of times for me, I don't go outside in the winter time unless I really have to, because I just don't like the cold and everything. So, but I think about a lot of older people, some people who maybe are physically challenged in some way or another, you know, and they don't get out much and they don't get to do and see and the things that they would like to. And I know for me in the winter, if I watch YouTube videos where people are traveling and doing tours and showing you historical sites and different things like that, it really uplifts me. So I would imagine it does the same for other people too. And I hope that's what I'm doing here. I know I'm not a master videographer, but I like to have fun. And I hope that everybody just enjoys the video. So I'm going to turn it off now because it's starting to get warm. And we'll come back to end the video in a little bit. Well, I hope you enjoyed the ride along today, and thanks for coming along with me. Thanks for watching to the end too. And we're almost home, so I guess I'm gonna just say see you later, and thanks for watching, and I'll have a new adventure coming up soon. So you know what I'm gonna do right now? Yeah, I'm gonna go home, feed my animals, and then I'm gonna feed me. Yep, a nice big fat steak because I'm hungry. Might have 2 of them and some eggs. I think I'll have eggs too. Yep, that's what we'll do. My little Emmy girl. I didn't think I could wear her out. She's sleeping beside me right now. Alright guys, see y'all later. I hope you enjoyed the trip today. Thanks for watching.